Hey, what's up, gang? It's Tuesday, and we got another busy day at the gym today. So we're coaching a lot today. We got our summer training programs are in full swing, so the gym's super busy. Our adult classes are still real busy before everybody gets out on summer break. Some of our adults usually take vacations and things like that, but our team and athlete training is popping right now. And one of the questions I get from a lot of coaches is just how do you balance it all? Like how do you stay connected to the gym floor? How do you stay, how do you continue to coach and still run the business and still have time to, focus on the business, something we talk so much about as entrepreneurs in the business of strength and just in general, the coach owner paradox as the gym and the business grows and your opportunities grow. Unfortunately, a lot of times, your time training has to, take a back seat. And, mine has. I mean, I've definitely offloaded a lot of, training sessions when I used to do 30, 40, 50 training sessions a week. Now, I do 15 to 20 tops in the summertime and 10 to 15 in the, rest of the year. So the key is just making time, structuring time, and taking time to stay creative in the realm of training, whether it's coaches meetings, producing videos, I still read a ton of training information. I still, train some of the high level groups and do a lot of the programming for the high level groups and stuff like that. So I stay very well connected to the training and what's going on. But as the business has grown, most of you know, we have Big Mike, and Big Mike's our head strength and conditioning coach. We have Adam. Adam's kind of taken over the role of like performance director. He's doing a lot of speed and performance work. And Sarge, Sean, is our adult programming coordinator and does all the programming for the adult training. So by offloading that to them and helping them and, over the years teaching them kind of what we were doing, they, learned what I was doing and what my system was. And they've gone a step further and taking those programs to, places that I never did because I was spread too thin and didn't have the time. So I would say, right now we're in what Big Mike program this week called Hell Week. Each week is just a really fun kind of theme day, and it's something he's been planning for weeks. And whether or not I used to do things like that, but, as the business got busy, I was so busy training athletes, I was so busy doing this, I was so busy doing that. As a coach, I want to be able to put my best product on the gym floor. And for me, that meant cutting back my sessions so I can focus my attention on, higher quality training sessions and providing a really great service and experience and an amazing training session for the people that I was still training. I want our gym community to feel like they're getting the absolute best. So, it made sense that we would take a coach and make them the head of something and give them the opportunity to run with it and design unique and creative training programs for our athletes, Coach Mike, and Sean for our adults, and Adam for our performance, for our game speed programs and stuff, and for our speed days with our college guys and such like that. Because those were huge areas of interest for them. So they're going to put 110% of their effort into it. Those guys are coaches, and they don't have a lot of other roles outside of the coaching other than management of coaching and things like that. So, they're not worried about payroll, finances. They don't have, 20 meetings a week like I do and stuff like that. So the goal was for somebody else to, take over and be able to put 110% of their effort in, where maybe, because I was doing the adult program, the athlete programming, my private training and all this stuff, and it's like, maybe I'm giving 30, 40% of my time to each one of those things. Whereas now, Coach Mike devotes 100% of his effort to creating the programming for our athletes, and Sean 100% of his effort to creating the programming for our adults. And that has helped to really grow the program. And they have, brought their own unique spin on things. I'm sorry, but, it's like a kid with their father. It was my way for, over a decade. And, sometimes you just need some new, fresh blood. And it's really great to give your coaches from an employment standpoint, from an employee standpoint, an employer-employee standpoint, it's great to give your employees the opportunity to create and put their stamp on things so they can feel prideful that they've created something, that they're proud of something, that they're part of something bigger than just showing up, training, going home. So, that delegating work so that you can elevate the quality of that work is absolutely critical as an entrepreneur. So many gym owners that I speak to try to do everything themselves. They want to be the, and I guess, because of some of the top level trainers out there that have done it. Let's talk about, like the Joe DeFrancos of the world, the Jay Ferrugias, right? The Eric Cressys, and they see, oh my God, these guys are the pinnacle. They can do everything. Well, you're talking about, one percenters. You're talking about guys that, had the unique ability to combine all facets of strength and conditioning, writing, creativeness, videos. They did everything right, and that's why they're at the top. So, it's very hard for most people to balance out all those things. And a lot of those guys, other than Eric, are not running their gyms anymore. They're not running, giant training facilities. They've scaled back their training facilities to focus on other areas. So, if you're running a brick and mortar gym that is busy, you have employees, you have, 100+ clientele, right? That takes a lot of work. And the only way to continue to grow the quality of that work is make sure that you are involved, make sure that you have your finger on the pulse of everything. However, you have to delegate the work out to other people so that they can shine in their own respect and also, put 100% of their effort into. There's nothing worse for me than going into a gym and seeing a coach who's spread too thin, and I can just see the look in his face and his people's face, and there's like disorganization. Nobody quite sure what's going on or what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody's just kind of flying by the seat of their pants, and the owner is trying to be the head coach, still trying to be that face and name, and run the business and do the marketing and do everything else, and that's almost impossible. So, if you'd like some help, if you think that you fit into that kind of category and that feel like you're always behind the 8 ball and you're spinning your wheels and the business isn't growing the way you'd like to see it because you're coaching so much and you're still trying to do all the coaching. Maybe you are. Maybe you're an amazing coach and maybe you should be coaching, but you need some help on the business end. Or maybe you should take time off of coaching, hire some other coaches and, focus more on the business. So if you think that you fall into that category and you'd like some help, you can shoot me a DM. You can check us out at strengthentrepreneurs.com. And we have our Business to Strength 2-day mentorship. We have 2 coming up in August, 1 in December, and then 1 for 2019 in Glasgow, Scotland in January. So check that out. That's strengthentrepreneurs.com. We can help you absolutely turn your passion into a real profession and help alleviate some of the common mistakes that most gym owners make, and just give you a real blueprint for success and show you how we turned, our little dingy garage gym in 2006, a 2-car garage, into a world-class training facility and brand that, truly is the epitome of entrepreneurship. And I have a great group of coaches and a great staff, and all systems are go. And the gym runs as I can take a couple days, a couple weeks vacation and know that the gym is going to run itself fine. So if you'd like some help, give me a call and I'll definitely help you. I'll definitely reach out to you and we'll set up a call, see if it's a good fit for you. So see you soon. Take care.